Thank you, Jennifer. Let's head back to Boston now, where my colleague Susan Roberts has the very latest on the situation there. Susan?
Mike, good evening to you once again. We're live in Park Square. Now, this is about just a few streets over from Boylston where the explosions happened. And since we've been here for the last couple of hours, we've been milling about and talking with folks. A lot of people walking over to this makeshift command center to get their medals who didn't finish yesterday. And they're telling us that they're just still trying to process what has happened. The initial shock has really worn off, and now they're thinking about what possibly could have been. We had over 170 injured, 3 killed so far, but with 23,000 registered, it's all starting to sink in that it really could have been much more catastrophic than that. And Eyewitness News reporter Sean Daly has been here all day today talking with folks. Sean, good evening.
Good evening, Susan. Yes, adversity has a way of bringing out the best in people. We all know that, right? We saw it most recently during the blizzard, right? People were very kind to each other during the blizzard, and now we're seeing it again here in the aftermath of this horrific bombing. Runners came to the castle in Park Square to retrieve clothing left at the finish line they never made it to yesterday. Turns out they got much more than just clothing. They met a therapy dog named Bailey, overloaded with TLC.
The man said that this dog is for trauma and for therapy, and just broke down. Yeah, it's just real now. I don't know if that helps. I don't know if it helps, but I guess maybe letting it go is supposed to be important.
Help came from everywhere.
At the underpass, half a mile from the finish, and there was some guy there, and he just said, hey, if you want to come back to my apartment, and there was a whole bunch of people that were heading to his apartment.
Some random dude.
Some random dude. I don't know if he was a runner or what, but just people are just so caring.
There was a sense of safety knowing that, we were safe, but the volunteers were really great. Gatorades, waters, massages, heaters, the Red Cross tents were unbelievable.
Did the kindness mitigate the damage in some ways, in your mind?
I think whenever anybody shows kindness, it'll mitigate any kind of damage. It's just, it's really in our nature to be kind to each other.
So much for Boston being a cold, heartless town, right, Susan? That's the reputation. But that's not what we saw today. It was not anything but cold or heartless. All kinds of people in all manner of ways reaching out to each other.
That's right. The city's certainly resilient, and they're showing it today with all sorts of strangers pitching in to help each other. So many unsung heroes, Sean, that's for sure. And there is a heavy police presence, as we've been talking about, still on the streets of Boston. It feels sort of, it has an eerie feeling like it's still under lockdown, like it's in crisis mode right now. And our